Okay. I am back. Mute. Ugh. Mm. I don't know, but okay. Hi, I am back. This is part two. This is part two of the one that I just got finished. The topic was ask and you shall receive, or something that I put in that first video, which was about 15 minutes ago. I got off. I wasn't even really topic. I wasn't even really talking about the topic. I went all over the place, but it was still information. So, anyways, hi, Demitra. Hi, everybody who chooses to watch this video. Hi, I am Demitra Diane Hemphill. Yes, Hemphill. And speaking, see, I'm gonna just say hemp. Okay, speaking of hemp, because this is just coming to me. Um, hemp. I know a lot of people. I ain't gonna say I know a lot of people, but I notice how some people, when they like smoking marijuana is bad. I'm not smoking. I haven't smoked in a while, but I'm like, people. I mean, to each his own. If you want to smoke, you smoke. If you don't want to smoke marijuana, don't smoke. Don't smoke marijuana, herb, whatever you want to call it, cannabis, hemp, whatever. You don't have to if you don't want to. But what I'm getting at is, me personally, is nothing wrong with it. I noticed some people, I guess Christians or just people who be like, oh, smoking marijuana is bad, it's evil, it's not good for you, it's bad. Now, some people who smoke it is not good for them, because that's like some people who drink alcohol. Some people can handle their liquor, some people cannot handle their liquor. Same with marijuana. Some people can smoke marijuana, and of course, it comes in different strains and different names. Is man, I know it's like a whole lot of names of herb out there, but I guess somebody got to find the right one for them. Because not every marijuana strain is for everybody, and everybody bodies handle it differently. So if you a person who don't smoke marijuana because you had like a not so good of experience, like you were seeing things or you became paranoid or just different things, then yeah, you probably shouldn't smoke marijuana. If you feel as though for your own body, for your own mental, it's not good for you, then don't do it. Or try another, I'm about to say brand. Try another yeah, brand or name or whatever. But okay, so that's that. But for people who be like, just in general, smoking marijuana is not good. Oh my goodness, you smoke marijuana, that's evil. It's like, no, it's not. I'm saying it, it's not. It's an herb. And wasn't it in the Bible that what God provided all the herbs and the plants and stuff for Adam and Eve? I'm just saying, for all the Bible thumpers. An herb is an herb. Marijuana is a plant. It's a plant. So a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I'm thinking the people who say it's bad or it's not good is the people who are on the man-made laws. Because the government or the man-made laws say that marijuana is illegal. Marijuana is illegal. Why? But back in the day, before man-made laws, people were smoking marijuana and people were having, like, again, to each his own. Everybody experience it different. But I know the people who I have smoked marijuana around, we just be chilling, we be having fun, we be laughing. It's just like a good vibe. Listening to music, no drama, no. It's just so freaking chilled. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I'm just like, because a man, like the laws, the man-made laws, is like, oh, marijuana is bad. So that put it in people's head like, oh, since the government says it's bad, and people who smoke it, I'ma just say it's bad. Like y'all programs to be like, oh, it's bad when it's a plant. When it's a plant, it's an herb, it's a plant. And also a fun fact, mother's breast milk has naturally cannabis milk in it. You can look that up. Mother's breast milk. So if you a mom and you have breast milk, cannabis is called cannabinoid or something. It's naturally. You don't even have to smoke anything. Don't even smoke while you're pregnant. Don't even smoke before you're pregnant. But cannabis is still would be in your breast milk naturally. And also, before the man made laws, it was the indigenous people who was smoking that good old herb. And also in ancient Egypt times, they was using the cannabis oil for anointing people. The cannabis oil. So, what's the chief, like the tribe members, the indigenous people, they were smoking it. They were smoking a whole lot of stuff. It was like the peace pipe. Everybody was chilling. The peace pipe. It was just a vibe. You chill, you think, you harmonize, all of that. So for people nowadays, fast forward to this time frame, people be like, "Oh, smoking marijuana is bad." What? No, it's not actually. But to each his own. If you don't want to smoke it, you don't have to smoke it. But I know what's coming. Marijuana would be abundant all over. You see how the green grass grows all around. The green grass grows all around. That's how marijuana would be in this new earth. Okay, if you choose to smoke, like you can just pull off. You see how these trees is. If the female trees will come back, and the marijuana naturally things will come back for marijuana. That's all I'm saying about that. But it's going to be abundant, and believe me, if you around me, if you good, if you like vibing, whatever, man, yeah, pass it. Well, everybody will probably have their own, but we'll be smoking on the same thing, but we'll have our own J, our own blunt, just be talking and conversating and chilling. But anyways, so that's just a side note or the beginning note. So let me get into the topic of this video. This is a part two of the last video I just did, maybe about 20 minutes now ago. Okay. So ask and you shall receive. Wait, let me drink some coffee. Okay. Ask and you shall. I'm gonna cover up my legs. Ask and you shall receive. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm stretching. Okay. So, what is my notes? Okay, so this gonna be speaking on like some personal experience too. Not all of my personal experience, but some of the ones that I'm just gonna talk about or that just comes to mind. Okay, about me, and this is something about me too. So, ask and you shall receive. Wow. So with me, again, this is with me. Um, I don't like to ask. Honestly, truthfully, I don't like to ask for anything. Ever since I was a little girl, I didn't like to ask for anything because I don't like hearing the word no. No. I know that if you ask for something, it's either going to be a yes or no. Sometimes it can be a maybe, but just in general, it's either going to be a yes or no. And if I ask for something, that means I will like it. I need it, or I want it, or something. I wouldn't ask if I didn't want something, So I'm expecting to hear yes. I don't want to hear no. So as a little girl, I mean, ever since I was a little girl, I just don't like to ask anybody for anything because I know it's a possibility of them saying no. And I don't like hearing the word no. I don't like to be told no. And not saying that in like a, oh, you gotta say yes to me. No, it's just more so like, I feel like, like a disappointment or just like, oh, they said no to me. Like, oh, now I gotta figure out something else. I don't know. It's just like, I just don't like to ask. That's just me. Even now, like, I don't like to ask for anything. And when I do ask for something, oh my goodness, it takes a lot for me inside to ask somebody for something. I don't even care what it is. I just be like, dang it, I need, like, say for instance, my daughter's dad. If I have to go to the store to get something, I would have to ask him, can you take me to the store so I can get something, or can we go to the store on Wednesday? Something like that. So I'm like, I gotta ask him. I gotta like rely on him. So if he be like, oh, well, no, I can't do it that day, or yada yada, I'm just like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, dang it, that's why I like to ask. I don't know. That's just me, something personally. I don't know. It was just thinking about it. I don't even like to ask. So, how can I say this? So whenever I do have to ask, this is throughout the years as an adult now. So now I'm an adult. So now when I do have to ask for something, I'm it's like people, I don't know, it's like I'm like, if you know me, okay, speaking of family, this is coming, I'm throwing my family in this now. And like my siblings and my mom. When and first of all, if they ask me for anything, whatever it may be, I would try my best to get it. And if I haven't, I'll be like, yeah. If they ask me, hey Didi, can you watch my child? Can you watch, the children, yada yada day, whatever, whatever. If I have plans besides work, but if I had plans to do something that day, and I would 9 out of 10 times rearrange my plans and push it back, or do it before I was going to do it, or cancel it, or do something so I can be like, okay, I'm gonna watch my nieces and nephews. Like, okay, fine, I can do that. Because normally for my siblings, if they ask me normally about their children, can I watch their child, they kids or whatever, 9 out of 10 times it's always a yes. And then they always be like, especially my older sister, she always be like, I done asked everybody, and you're the last person that I asked, and I really need to do this on that day, and I don't have nobody to watch the kids, and I already asked mom, already asked this person, that person, they can't do it. So can you do it? And I'm just be like, okay, yeah, sure. Because I'm just like, ugh. But sometimes in my mind, the answer will be yeah, like after she done said all that. But I'd be like, I'll let you know. I'll call you back tonight, or I'll let you know tomorrow. And be like, okay, cool. But in my mind, I'm like, it's going to be a yeah. But I ain't going to say that right off the back. And sometimes I do, because I'm just like, I ain't going to remember to call or text her back or whatever. So, but I'm like, when it comes to, man, that's a whole nother topic about my children. Just know when I asked them to watch any of my children, which was very few to none times, not like, man, I barely asked them to watch any of my children. For one, I really didn't have to. This is dealing with my sisters or my mom. I really didn't have to because they dads were in the picture. So if something came up on a weekend that I supposed to have my children, I would ask they dad, and if they dad be like, yeah, sure, we can switch, we can rotate, yada yada yada, that's fine. I didn't have to ask my sisters or my mom because they dads was involved in their life. Now, if I ask they dads, and if they dad, normally it'll be a weekend thing. And normally it'll be a weekend thing. Um, so if I ask they dad, and if they dad said, no, I can't do it that weekend, yada, 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 I'll be like, okay, no problem, cool. I ain't gonna get upset with them because, hey, why get upset with somebody who don't want to watch my kids or watch their own kids when it's my time to watch my own children? No, why would I get upset? That's dumb. So I'm like, okay, cool. I just thought I asked, no problem, whatever. And then I would be like, and then I would either, I would be like, okay, do I want to ask my sisters or my mom? And then mind you, all of them, all of us have children. So I'm just like, I really don't want to ask my sisters because they got their own children to watch. And if I ask them to watch mine, that's them watching their children on top of mine. Because I know if I ask them to watch my children, they most likely would have theirs. They're not going to have a free weekend without their children. And then I'm asking them to watch mine and they watching mine without, not, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I know if they do say, yeah, is my children on top of their children. So I'm just like, nah. And then I'm like, well, if I ask my mother probably washing her other grandchildren at that, which that has happened. When, man, when I say I barely ask them to wash my children, when I say it's slim to none, I ask them to wash my children. In the slim to none times when I ask my siblings or my mom to wash my child or my children, 9 out of 10 times it will be a no. I'm gonna say 9.99999% of the times it's a no. They can't do it. But when it comes to me, I'll be like, okay, sure, yeah. But they can't do that for me. And like I said, I barely asked them to wash my children. So it's been like once when my mom said yes and she was washing. No, I don't even think she was washing. No. No, because if she says she's already washing such and such a child because they going out, I'm like, oh, okay. That just means I'm not even gonna. That means that's like a no. Yeah, so I don't even think. Yeah, now I ain't gonna get into the whole, which I already got into in the previous videos before about bringing in the New Year's right after I had my son Melvin, and I asked my mom to watch him. I ain't even gonna get into all of that, what she done said to me about that or whatever. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, I don't like to ask because I don't like to hear the possibility of the word no. So when it comes to my children, I no, like I'll ask their dad quick. Like, yeah, I ask their dad, like, hey, mind you, it's just normally on the weekends, something going on the weekends. If they dad say no, then I'm like, I'm not doing what I wanted to do that weekend because I'm not going to ask my sisters. I'm not going to ask my mom. It's just a no. Like, hey, it's a reason for me not being able to attend or to do what I asked them, for that weekend for. Like, I'm not tripping. That means I don't supposed to go. I don't supposed to do it. Not tripping. If they dad say no, that's it. That's like the end of the line. Nobody else is being asked. Like, that's it. So that's how it always, I ain't gonna say always, that's how it mostly was. Okay. So anyways, what else did I wrote? Ask and you shall receive. Oh yeah, so how can I say this? I don't like to ask for anything. I like things to be already like given, and I'm saying that in the nicest way. I know people not mind readers, but I expect people to take note, like notice things, notice things about me or pay attention to the things that I'm saying. If I'm like, oh, I need say some shoes for an example, say some shoes. Say I'm wearing the same pair of shoes for years and the shoes end up getting holes in them, and say I don't have any money or I have money but I'm just not going to spend it on getting shoes because I'm like, they got like one or two holes, that's fine, they still job comfortable, I'm not going anywhere but to work, and home, and that's it, these my everyday shoes, whatever, whatever. Say shoes, say I'm wearing the same shoes for just say 2 years, same tennis shoes for 2 years. And say I, oh my goodness, and say I'm in a relationship with somebody, and this, matter of fact, this actually happened. This actually happened. So why? Okay, I had these pair of New Balances. Okay, personal experience. Ding, ding, ding. At 20 minutes and 17 seconds in 2017. Okay, so I was working, and I had these pair of New Balance. They was like the dark blue. I like the running shoes, because I like to run. Well, yeah, I still do. But so it was New Balances. The soles was thick and everything. Like the shoes was nice, no holes in them, no nothing. They was comfortable, all that. Like no problems with them for me, no problems. But I had them same shoes on. I kid you not, for like at least 2 years. When I go to work, those would be the shoes that I wear. I wear them damn near every day, all them shoes every day, unless it's like the summertime and I probably get some sandals or something. But for the most part, wore them tennis shoes every single day. So just say for 2 years, maybe even longer. Okay, no holes in the shoes, no nothing, still comfortable. Okay, so I started dating this guy who we actually was working together, not in the same department, but like in the same building in the same area. And once he left the place, we wasn't working anymore together, and he was, working someplace else or doing whatever he was doing on the side or whatever. So when me and him started dating, I guess he noticed like, damn, she's still wearing the same. I guess he like she's still wearing them same shoes. Like, why don't she get herself some new shoes? Mind you, it's nothing wrong. I wasn't complaining or anything about my shoes or nothing. So why he surprised me, no holiday, no birthday, no nothing. He just surprised me with a pair of tennis shoes. They was the light color blue, not like a light blue, but it was like a blue. What is them shoes called? Harashis. I think that's the name of it. I ain't know nothing about no shoes. Okay, I don't know nothing about. I ain't even know there was a name Harashis. Of course, there was new in the Nike box. I opened them up. I'm like, wow, cool. Thank you. Like some shoes. Like what the heck? This dude just bought me some shoes. Like out the blue, surprised me. Okay, that hasn't happened, but okay, So well, actually, that did happen with some boots, with Melvin dad, but I ain't accept them things because I that was under false pretense when he thought we was actually in a relationship. He was like, yeah, because we're together. I'm like, when we started dating, when we be back together? He was like, ever since, yeah. I'm like, no, we're not together. So I was like, I'm not going to accept these. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to accept that. It was boots, some black boots. It was during the wintertime. And it was like, I'm not going to, my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to accept that because that's like me agreeing that we're together when I'm just like, I don't want to be with this motherfucker. Not how you treated me while I was pregnant. That's a done set deal. Like, no. So I didn't accept them black boots. They was nice boots. It was like winter boots. Um, like kind of like Timberlands. It probably was black Tims. But I didn't accept them. But anyway, so fast forward year later, like I said, when the dude bought me some Harachis. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Harachis. Mind you, I ain't know the name of it. I knew they was Nike, so I was like, okay, cool, thank you, whatever, whatever. I appreciate it. And them the shoes that I started wearing. So I put them New Balances in the closet. I ain't throw them away. I put them in the closet, and I started wearing the Harachis. And they were so nice. And then I think he got me a shirt to match the shoes too, or just out the blue when I just be out and about, I see a shirt that matched the shoes. I got like something, so I'd be like getting two shirts that matched the shoes. So I was just like, damn, okay, I wasn't even thinking about that, but this color shirt matched these shoes, whatever. So, anyways, the dude bought me some shoes. So fast forward to like months or two after that, one of my coworkers was like, "Damn, I like them shoes. Them some nice shoes you be wearing." And they was like, "What are them Harachis?" I was like, "I don't know what these are." Literally, I didn't know what they were. They was like, "Yeah, those are Harachis. Some of the new ones that just came out." I was like, "What, for real?" I'm like, tell me more. Like, I'm just like, damn, this dude, like I didn't know. I was just like, damn, he spent some money on me to get me some shoes. So in my mind, I'm just thinking like he probably was like, the Demitra keep wearing them shoes. Like she need to upgrade. Like she needs some new shoes. And believe me, I was grateful. I was thankful because I'm like, I did needed some new shoes, but again, the shoes wasn't, nothing was wrong with it. I had it, I'm gonna say a little bit over 2 years. When I'm talking about every day, wearing them shoes every day, I mean every day, you know. So, yeah. So that's something that's like an example of when I say like I don't want to ask for anything. I just would hope people to just pay attention. Like if I'm just having so getting off the shoe topic, that was the shoe thing. So say another thing, if say my eyebrows on my hair, if I walk around and my hair isn't done, like my hair will be normally done or my eyebrows will be done, and if for some reason I don't have the money to get it done, so my hair is looking rough or my eyebrows is just looking like, ooh girl, that unibrow coming in your eyebrow, like everything is just not right, and I'm just saying like, damn, I gotta wait till I get paid again because it's always something, my card done messed up or something happens to my car, so I gotta spend money that I was going to spend on my hair to get my car fixed. And say I'm saying this around, say somebody I'm dating. Say I'm saying this around somebody that I'm dating. And, I'm saying this. I'm not telling them, hey, can you give me some money to get my hair done? Can you give me some money to get my eyebrows done? No. I'm just saying it just in general. Like, yeah, I was planning on getting my hair done next weekend, but my my tires keep getting flat, so I need to get all new tires, so I'm just use that to get the tire thing, do the tires first and then get my hair done maybe next month because I gotta work up that money again and whatever. So yeah, here go my hair. Or I'm just in the mirror like that, get my hair is just a hot mess. And I'm not saying it in the sense of hopefully he catch on. Not like that. I'm just saying it to myself or out loud in general because it's the truth. It's like, damn it, my dang on hair. I need to put some gel right here. I need to do this. Oh, where your hat at? Because my hair is just a mess. Like, oh, my eyebrows, just something. And if the dude is just like, I don't know how much your hair costs, but I know, you mentioning that you need your hair done and you had to get your tires and yada yada yada. I don't know how much your hair is, but here go $150. Hopefully, you could just put that towards your hair, or something, or hopefully that's enough for your hair. And I would be grateful. I'd be like, oh, good, thank you. Like that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, yeah, cool, thank you. Like I didn't even have to ask. Like he knew it or he paid attention, to something like that. Instead of me asking like, hey, you have like $200 so I can get my hair done. Because then that's like a possibility of him saying no. And then him probably, quote unquote, being under pressure, especially with dating. He might be like, damn it, I know her ties got effed up and I know she want her hair done, but if I say no. But to me, a man, if you dating somebody, if you ask your man for something and if he can't get it, I think I heard this from Martin too on the show Martin. When you ask your man, if you dating somebody, okay, you in a relationship or whatever with somebody, if you ask your man for something and if he can't, just say money. I don't know, just yeah, that's the simplest thing. If you ask your man for some money, first of all, I don't even think you should be asking your man for money. He should, probably should be giving it to you. But then again, he's not a mind reader, so he not going to know. Oh, you need this for that, you need that for that, unless you ask him. So once you do ask him, mind you, y'all having intimacy and all that kind of stuff. So once you do ask him, if he doesn't have it at that moment, he should probably be like, well, let me get back to you. Or, yeah, I got you on such and such a day. Or if you don't have it, if you really don't have it, like say you need it in like 4 days and he like, damn, he know that he don't have it. To me, a man would be like, hold on, let me, I don't got it right now, but let me get back to you in a couple of days. Or he would be like, yeah, I got you. I'll give it to you in a couple of days. And then on the side, he will go and ask whoever he need to ask, like, hey, man, let me borrow, yada, 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 or whatever, to get it. And then so he can give it to you. So then, that kind of thing. I don't know. Hopefully I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. But anyways, my thing is, when I do ask throughout the years, whenever I ask anybody for something, and now I'm giving y'all the cheat code, and hopefully y'all don't abuse it when I'm about to tell y'all, because who I am, and it says something in the Bible, in the good book. If you be a cheerful giver, your blessings will come back like multiple or something like that. You got to be a cheerful giver. So my thing is, for who I am, Demitra Diane Hemphill, all them times, all them times that I ask anybody for something, and people, anybody, anybody for something, and people actually were able to do it for me, or, you know, succeed in whatever I was asking for. All them people, like, if y'all go back, whoever watches this video, if y'all think of any of the goodness that y'all done for me, that I done asked, or that y'all just did it out of the goodwill of your heart, you was a cheerful provider, a cheerful giver. Think back. I know you got blessed. I know you got success. I know you got a raise. I know you came up with like something that's like so good just by doing something for me. Just by doing something good for me. So, and I seen this happen, like my daughter's dad, and it's like, man, when what did he do? I can't remember something that he did. He did something. Oh, I think he this ain't purchased some weed. I don't know. Something he did, like, and I'm talking about like a lot of weed or whatever. I don't know. And that was like a surprise. Like, I didn't ask for it. He surprised me with it. Like, here you go. I'm like, oh damn, wow. Don't you know, within a week, I think he said he got a raise within like a week. And I'm just in my mind like, and I didn't say anything to him. In my mind, I'm just like, yeah, because you did something good for me. So all them times that people told me no, y'all like disregarded that blessing that was so easily, that was like a short arm reach. Just by you telling me no, you just canceled out your multiple blessings that would have came with it. Would have came with telling me yes. And that's true shit. I'm not playing. For who I am, what I am. So now, please don't take advantage of this now. Like, I doubt if I ask anybody for anything, well, call people up who I haven't called or talked to in a minute, be like, hey, can I borrow this? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Yada, yada, yada. But the truth is, if I happen to do that, and if y'all see this video, and if y'all know, like, damn, I gotta say yeah because I'm about to get blessed. I'm about to get 10 times more than what I helped D with. Oh, D asked for $100. Okay, yeah, to borrow $100. Okay, D, here go $100. But then like, damn, yeah, I gotta say yes to D because to let her borrow $100 because I know she'll give it back. For sure she'll give it back. But I also know that I'm going to be getting, if I get a stretch off, or if I do this, or if I do that, I'm going to get rewarded, or I'm going to get blessed in like multiple ways. I'm going to get back $1,000. I'm going to get back $500. Somebody might be like, huh, here go, I might find $500 somewhere. I don't know, or something good might happen. You might get approved for something. Like you was overlooked at something, for something. Somebody told you no. You apply for a position. They was like, oh no, sorry. But then I come in and I be like, oh, can I borrow $100? Okay, yeah, here you go, D. You can borrow $100. 3 days later, the people who told you no, that they're not going to hire you, call you and be like, oh yeah, well, the person who we originally hired, they didn't, something came up with them, so we offering you the position, something like that. And I kid you not, excuse me, and I kid you not, that's what it is. So now people know, but please don't take advantage of it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, when if D call me, I'm gonna say yes because I'm getting my blessings. No, I'm just letting y'all know, anybody that I ask for some kind of assistance with, some kind of help with, some kind of whatever with, and y'all told me no, y'all just canceled out. That's so many blessings that was coming to you. So many blessings. And I see it in real time. Like, I kid you, well, the only person I really see it happening to is my daughter's dad. You know, like I said, I still don't like to ask this motherfucker for anything. I don't like to. I don't like to. But when he, but when I do, when I have to just be like, okay, Demitra, just ask him. And then when I do ask him for something, and if he be like, okay, yeah, sure, you get it right back and more. And I'm just talking about like, hey, I need to go to the store. Can you take me to this place? Oh, I have taste for Missions barbecue. We haven't had that in like almost a year. I have taste for Missions barbecue. You're like, okay. And we don't go that day. But then out the blue, and 2 weeks later or something, he's like, yeah, come on, we about to go to Missions barbecue. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. He get blessed right after that with whatever. It can be a freaking gift card from his boss, a Visa gift card. It can be, like I said, man, it can be a raise. It could be a bonus. It can be somebody calling him and being like, hey, here go, we owe you X amount of money. We overcharge you for something. Or it can be him getting a deal on something. Like, say he was looking for new tires for his car. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying that somebody probably need to get some new tires for their car, because this is the second time I mentioned something about tires. But say he was looking for new tires for his car, and say them suckers cost like $1,000. It's like, damn it, I don't got no daggone $1,000 to get to spend on some tires. Like, I need tires, but and these are ones that I like, but I don't got no $1,000. But once we go to Mission Barbecue, and he take care of everything, he go back online 4 days later, 5 days later, he see that the price dropped by $300. It's like, oh damn, okay, I can get these now. I can get these four tires now. $700 not that bad, because that's what I wanted to spend, no more than 700. Like, I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, people who told me no when I asked for something, when I rarely asked for something, y'all just effed up what was coming to y'all. If anybody bless me, if I ask for something, like, be a cheerful giver, that stuff will come back to you. And I think that's in general anyway, because it's written, right? It's in the Bible, like, be a cheerful giver. Just and really don't even expect nothing back. Of course, if somebody borrowing something from you, and of course, don't borrow or lend out anything that you don't that you can't be without. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you counting on somebody to pay you back, like, man, okay, they asked for $20, but I'm gonna need, and they said they're gonna give me this $20 back on Friday. Because I'm gonna need this $20 when I give it back on Friday to pay for this person to do this on Saturday. On Saturday. So if you relying on that person to give you back that 20 on Friday, they said that they was gonna do it anyway, and then say something happened on Friday, the person don't come to work, or the person, something happened to the person, or this and that, or whatever, or something, you can't meet up with the person, and then Saturday you like, damn it, I'm short $20. What I'm gonna do, and then now you have to ask somebody else for $20. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't lend out or give out something that I forgot the word. Y'all know what that's saying. Don't lend out something that you can't be without. That you gotta really rely on to get it back. Like, yeah, of course somebody's supposed to pay you back the money that they borrowed. Yes, when they say they're going to give it back to you, but don't rely on it. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well say, damn, I'm about to give this person borrow $20. I'm about to lend this person $20. But in your mind, you should be like, they better give it back. They say they're gonna borrow it. But if they don't, I'm just be out of $20. And I know I'm not gonna lend this person any more money. Like, that's it. So, and another thing, if I even ask somebody for something, for a favor, to do this or to do that, if I'm asking, believe me, it takes a lot for me to ask anybody for something. So if I'm taking the time to ask you for something, and I'm saying this in the most politeness way, the most humblest way, okay? I'm saying this. Y'all should be grateful that I'm asking y'all. Y'all should be like, oh my goodness, Demitra, Dee, she's calling me, she texting me, she actually asked me for a favor. Oh my goodness. And I'm saying it in the humblest way, okay? I'm saying it in the humblest way, but for who I am, that's why I'm like, I don't like asking people for anything. And when I do, it's so hard. It's not. It's I guess it is hard. It's like I have to build up to ask somebody for something. And when I do, and if I get shot down, if it's no, I can't help you. No, I'm like, what? And I'm just like, you just missed out on so much, like, from the energy that I have to ask. That would have came back to you with when you told me yes, that would have came back to you. The universe would be like, shower you with so much goodness. Like, I'm freaking, man, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, that's what it is. And like I said, I'm saying it in the humblest way. Like, I'm not saying, I'm saying it in the humblest way. That energy that I have to ask, build up to freaking ask, and sometimes it takes me days, and I gotta plan and be like, okay, I'm gonna ask. How do I post to ask? So I say this, so I gotta throw it in. Do I talk about this first? Do I ease it in? Do I, like, what's a good day to ask? Okay, I'm gonna ask them after work. I'm gonna ask them before work. Do I ask them in the morning time? Do I text them? Do I, like, all this be going in my mind? Like, how do I supposed to freaking ask? So when I do ask anybody for something, know that it's fucking important to me. It's something important to y'all. I'm not freaking playing. I don't just go around asking everybody for everything. I don't like asking for any damn thing. And when I do, if so happen when I do, besides the fact of my children the weekend, what they that besides that, that's like if they can't do it, they can't do it. Fine. Besides that, they say no, they can't watch them on my weekend when I want to rotate. That I'm not talking about that. That's fine. They ain't miss out on anything. They're good. Everything's still fine. I'm just talking about other things. When I ask, man, that's I'm just like I don't like asking. I don't like asking. And for the people that I have ever asked anything for, and y'all told me no, of course y'all made me stronger because I end up finding a way to get what I wanted anyway without y'all help. I still managed to succeed. I remember, man, this is years ago when I first moved to Baltimore. When I first moved to East Baltimore, um, my son Melvin, he was, I don't know, 6, 7 months old or whatever. Newly just moved to Baltimore. And of course, I ain't had no furniture or none of that stuff yet. And I was dating this older man. This man, I don't know, he was like 15, 20 years older than me. So he lived in PG County. So he would be like, yeah, just come over my house after work, get the boys and come over my house. And I was like, nah, I'm good. So when they, come on, get the baby. So eventually I started doing that. I was just like, okay, let me grab my kids. We're gonna go over his house. And he had, a nice house or whatever and laundromat, whatever, stuff like that. It was cool. But he was very, I mean, that dude, whew, that's a whole nother video. But the thing is, the the gas money, and I'm thinking, yeah, I moved to Baltimore from Waldorf, where I used to work at, because I moved from my mother's house in Waldorf, Charles County, to East Baltimore, and I worked in Baltimore. So my mother's house in Waldorf to where my job was at, CMS on Security Boulevard, is Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services. Okay, that would take me rush hour, morning and afternoon, evening, whatever. That would take me a good 2 hours to get from work. So I would be coming over my mother's house at home at like 7 o'clock p.m., like 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock at the latest from work. I get off at 5. It would take me 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to my mother's house. When I moved to Baltimore in Sedonia, I didn't have to go to Waldorf anymore. I wasn't living in there. It would take me the travel time, doing that rush hour thing. It would be a couple of ways, routes that I can take. I could take 40, straight up 40, or I can go 695 and then take 17, or I can do it was a couple of different ways. Go through the city, Green Springs Avenue, down there by Loyola College, like different routes. But it would take me about 45 minutes, to get to work. But of course, if it's like a no traffic day, middle of the week or something, or in the afternoon, of course, it would be like about 30 minutes to get to work. But 45 minutes coming from 2 hours, yeah, absolutely. I would take that. Yeah. So when I moved to Sedonia, East Baltimore, I was like, okay, yeah, 45 minutes to get to work. I don't gotta go to Waldorf. My kids is here, yada yada yada. Cool, cool, cool. So when I started dating the older guy, he was like, he was in PG County, and he was probably like, yeah, probably about an hour from my job. But I still had to go and pick up my son Melvin from the babysitter's house, which was his mother. I mean, it was his grandmother's house. She was watching him, so I would still have to leave work, which was down the street from Sedonia, from where I lived at, like down the street, literally down the street. So I basically would be going home, But like I said, pick up my son, and then I'm gonna go to freaking PG County. So I would be doing that, and I would just be like, "This is fucking gas." Well, hold on. Why was I talking about this? What was the whole? I forgot. Why was I even bringing him up? Gas money. I asked yes or no. Oh yeah. I say that I was going to bring up the rent. Okay. So, anyways, my silly self, and this is on me. My silly self. I was using my gas money. I didn't ask the dude for no gas money. Every so often he would put gas in my car, but I wouldn't, like, when I needed it, he was there. But the times I'm just like, damn it, hopefully he put gas in my car, and then like he didn't do it, so I would do it. But then the next time when I don't be thinking about it, he would be like, come meet me at the gas station, and he would fill up my gas tank. Cool, great, great. But the thing is, I wasn't expecting to spend that money on gas. It was supposed to be going towards rent. So long story short, I was short on rent money. And I had just moved in maybe like 4 months. I just moved in about 4 months ago. And I was short on rent money. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like what I'm supposed to do? And I didn't even ask the guy, even though I was fucking sleeping with him. Like, I don't even know why I didn't even ask the guy. No, I think I did ask. Did I ask him? Yeah, I think I did ask him, but he was like, no. He told me no. That should have been a sign right there. He told me no because he was like, you don't need to be living in Baltimore. Baltimore not good for you and your kids. You can just stay here with me, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, no. And yeah, I known him for a while, was dating him for a while, but I'm just like, I don't want to, I just got this my own place. Like, well, I ain't going to give this shit up just to move with you. So he was just like, nah, I don't want you to live in Baltimore anyway. You should be staying with me and yada, yada, yada. You already got the key, this and that, whatever. And I'm just like, nah. So I'm like, you ain't gonna give me the money? No, I don't want you to live in Baltimore. Come say, I'm just like, whatever. So then, of course, I asked my sisters. They couldn't help me. Figure that no. And then, so I'm just in my mind like, damn it, Demitra, how did I get myself into this? Like, I just finally got my own place and I'm behind on rent, like rent coming up and I'm like short, you know. I'm just, and I wasn't like a whole lot of short, I wasn't like, say my rent was like $900. And that was pretty good. And oh my goodness, all the places that I moved to, I've been so blessed. When I say who I am, man, when I say who I am, I'm just be so blessed with the amount of the lease, the rent, the prices be like, I be surprised. I be looking back like, damn, I had a 2 bedroom with the balcony on the third floor, washer and dryer in the building downstairs, like a key. It was like two units on each floor. So I had the front view and the back view. When I say a private balcony, a private freaking balcony that was so nice and high up, like a freaking castle, and the view was so freaking nice on every freaking angle. When you go outside in that balcony, you can look this way, that way, especially on 4th of July or just the New Year's, when you can look that way, the fireworks, this way, the fireworks. Like, sit outside on a balcony and just chill. Man, all new appliances, black stainless steel appliances, like a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Like, I had a half bathroom in my bedroom with the walk-in closet. The boys had, a regular nice size room with the closet. And then we had a full bath, the linen closet inside the bathroom. I think I prefer that, the linen closet being actually inside the bathroom instead of being in the hallway. But for what was it? I think it was like 960 something. 900 for a 2 bedroom apartment. Like, it's all that stuff. And then, like I said, looking back on it even a couple of years ago, I'm like, damn, that was a deal. Like, woo, third floor, third floor, people, third floor, nice ass view. Like, but anyways, so I was probably short like maybe $200, maybe short about $200, if that. And I'm just like, and I'm, of course, I'm just like, well, of course I could have just gave it whatever I have, but I'm just like, I don't want them people. I just moved in, and I don't want them to think that I can't do this, whatever. So anyways, I asked my sisters, my mom. Nobody couldn't help me. So guess who I had to call? And I asked the guy who I was dating. He's like, no, move away from Baltimore, whatever. So I had to work my way up, and guess who I called? I had to tell them my business, and that's another thing. When you ask people for some money, especially the people who I ask, they want to all know your business. Why you need that for? How you short on that? How your car messed up? What do you mean your car? You wouldn't, it's like you gotta, instead of just asking, they want to know the details. So anyway, so I worked up the nerve and I called my dad. I called my dad. Dad, yeah, I just moved to Baltimore. What? Baltimore? What are you doing out there for? What do you know about Baltimore? And my dad, he always kept saying, was this your idea? Like, my dad, he knew about that witchcraft. I wasn't tapped into it like that, but my dad knew that. Not, he kept saying, was it your idea to move out there, or did somebody force you to move out there? And I'm like, I moved out here. Ain't nobody forced me to move out here. I moved out here and I told him the reasons why. He was like, what you been eating? I'm like, what I've been eating? I'm like, I eat regular food. And all of this, he was asking me, and I was actually eating the grandmother's food, my son's grandmother food. I was actually eating her food. But my dad didn't say anything about witchcraft. He didn't say, was she putting something in the food to control you? He ain't say none of that. But he was like hinting at it, but he ain't say that. He was just like, basically he didn't want me to stay out in Baltimore. He was just like, nah, I think somebody forced you to move out there, and yada yada yada. And I'm just like, no, ain't nobody forced me to move out here. Like, this is a good opportunity. What are you talking about? I ain't going back to my mother's house. Like, this is my own freaking place. Like, whew. But anyways, long story short, my dad was like, no. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, damn. And mind you, I didn't ask my child's dad. I didn't ask my son's grandmother, because again, I didn't want them all in my business. Like, oh, good. But I always knew. I already know. Like, okay, duh. I know I'm not going to get kicked out. It was just me looking bad, just moving in like 4 months ago, being late on rent. 4 months into the lease, and I'm already late. Well, not late, but I'm already going to be late or going to be short on it. So, like I said, I knew I wasn't going to get kicked out. I knew that, but it was just like, damn it, a bad impression. And of course, I knew like in 2 weeks when I get paid, I was gonna pay the rest. But I was just like, I didn't want to have that impression on the people at the rental office. So what time is it? I'm just talking. Okay, 12:38. Oh, did the bus just leave? It sure enough did. Or is it backing up? My neighbor across the street. My neighbor crossed me in. I don't see the. Oh yeah, she got to take him to school now, I think. Anyways, my neighbor across the street, she got a young son. He's autistic, and he I guess he was too wild because he was going to the school and in the same classroom as my daughter Eleanor, but in the beginning of the school year, I guess he was quote unquote too artistic. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Was he? I don't know. I don't know. But they had to transfer him to a whole nother school down the street. So yeah, she got to go in the car and take him to school like a. So, but how the bus didn't stop? She was standing outside. Unless she wasn't standing outside. Oh, damn! She pulled off. Okay, she mad. But anyways, he ended up going to a half a day at school, um, at another school that's like kind of right down the street or whatever. So he go for a half a day in the afternoon. And me and her, we was conversating about it and stuff like that. I was like, oh, he would have been in my daughter's class. And she was like, yeah, he was. But they was like, he can't go to the school anymore because yada, yada, yada. And I was just like, oh. So, but the bus, anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. So, anyways, I came up with the money some kind of way. I don't know what happened, but I know I came up with the money. I didn't, I don't know. I guess I was praying or something, but something came up and it had some money. I don't even think nobody gave me the money. I think I even found some money or I found a way to, I think, pay at the daycare late or just something. I don't know, but I know, or paid the BGE bill, got an extension for the BGE bill, something. I don't know, but I know I came up, I thought, and I'm just like, okay, probably prayed and was like, I don't want to get this bad impression on these people. Oh, what time I said it was? 12:41. Okay, let me about to get off because it's about an hour anyway. But long story short, I then went down the chain of command, went up the chain of command, and asking people for the money for rent. You know, the $100, $200 that I was short, and people said no. And I still managed to stay in that apartment and still pay the rent on time. But I'm just like, I was gonna pay y'all back. You know, I was gonna pay y'all back. So I'm just like, it's not like I ain't, not like I wasn't gonna pay y'all back. I was gonna pay y'all back. But of course, at the time, during that time, this was years ago, I didn't know how blessed I was. Like, I know, you know how y'all probably know too, like, oh, I know I'm just a special. I know I'm a special somebody. I know I'm a special being. You know it. But then it takes years later for you to think about, recap on some stuff and be like, oh my goodness, yes, confirmation. Now one of this happened. Oh yeah. So so yeah, I think that's about it. Um, no, take advantage of, yeah. So basically, yeah, that's about it. I'm about to end this video. It's about to be an hour. So all basically I'm saying is, for me, how they say, if you ask you shall receive. It's like, I know I can't ask none of y'all like humans or none of y'all beings, because it seemed like when I ask, which I barely ask anybody for anything, y'all say no. But for the those of you, for the ones of you, I mean for the ones who actually say yes to me, if I ask for something, I mean, could be something simple. Hey, you gotta, something I really need. Ain't gonna be testing anybody. Ain't gonna be, oh, let me test this person and see, can they let me have a pen. No, like if I really need a pen, then yeah, I'd be like, can I use your pen? Or it's just something. I don't know. Can I have that pen? Do you have $1? Like if I really need it, is I ain't gonna be testing anybody. I'm not on that. I gotta test you. Oh yeah, I gotta test it. No, because I don't like to be tested. Okay, but for the those of you, why am I saying for the those of you? For the ones who I asked something of, just know that I really need it or really want it or just something. Like I wouldn't ask you, I wouldn't waste my breath asking you. Okay? So when you tell me no, if you tell me no, you just canceled out easy, easy blessings, easy fulfillments, like easy gift that comes with telling me yes, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Um, so yeah, if you say yes, just know, shoot, your blessings will come in all kinds, your abundance will come in all kinds of ways. No joke. No joke. I'm serious. I'm so freaking serious. So now that I put it out there, again, don't be trying to take advantage. Hopefully, I don't have to ask anybody for anything. But if I do, be a cheerful giver. And just know that it took me the strength to even ask y'all for anything, for real. Even me coming on here talking, this is like, oh my goodness. Ugh, I'm on here talking. But no, but all right. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah, I know I probably forgot something, but hopefully I didn't. But all right, it's about to say it's a minute. It's an hour and 35 seconds in, an hour, a minute, 40 seconds in. All right, that's about it. Bye.